yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I actually got a ton today.
We're live. Not like on video, but like just voice. Also, Torben, who did you say Long Chain Silver was? Because
that's Steven's community manager.
Oh, nice. I love it. I like it a lot. Oh my god, dude, that's gonna be so cool.
I don't know why it's not posting all of them, but it's literally
I don't even care. I have the idea. Yeah. How big are they?
You see the size of the boxes behind me? The size of that.
No way.
Yeah, they're actually, it's gonna go all across my
just the whole thing.
Yeah. I have to figure out placement on everything, but yeah.
Huh? Intro.
Hello and welcome to the Next Level. I am your host Torben, along with my co-host Amanda. And if this is your first time at the Next Level, we are industry professionals helping content creators, influencers, and everything in between understand what the fuck it is we do. I am Torben. As I said, I work for DreamHack. I've been working for DreamHack as an influencer and events person for over 5 years. Along with being in the gaming industry for over 15, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
You do. I know a little less about what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm Amanda. I am the head of influencer marketing over at Misfits Gaming. I also work on the agency side, so we have a lot of cool experience here between events, esports, and agency. Whatever will we teach you?
I have no fucking clue. And if you didn't guess, we are an 18+ show. If this is the first time you're seeing this, we drink, we talk, we're sailors, deal with it.
It was an experience that I want to only experience in my bedroom. How do we rephrase that, Torben?
It's like painful butt stuff a little bit. I go to Soul Cycle and it feels like
also for the bedroom.
Yeah.
What you're saying is relationship matter and you should keep them and maintain them.
And don't be an asshole. Got it.
Don't be an asshole. Just don't be an asshole.
It's hard for some people, man.
It's funny because that seems to be the resonating theme among every single person we talk to. Mike's saying it, right? And the more industry people we get coming on and talking with us about this stuff, the better it's going to be long term to help educate the general populace about this, because we want everyone to learn what they should be doing. So that they can work with you more, they can do better with their content, they can get to that next level.
Yeah.
Hair count, people. So make sure there's one,
2.
Right
I'm just stop counting. Stop counting. So Torben, what kind of new content do we have coming up in 2021?
So actually, we have a whole lineup for the entire year. Kicking us off right off the bat is kicking the ass of 2021. And as we go every single month, we're going to have a new theme that each of our shows is actually going to showcase. So every show that we have on the Next Level, which happens Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, is going to have more info about all of these things. You can check it out on our website. You can check it out on our social media and all of our other places. nextlevel.tsc. Go check that out. We'll be live every single week at 6 p.m. on all of our shows. Hello, welcome in everyone. I am your host Torben, along with my co-host Amanda. And if you don't know who the hell she is, well, I'm fucking sorry. You should really
shit, man. Tough shit.
What the hell's wrong with you at this point? Welcome in everyone. This is X at the Next Level. As you may or may not know, we have changed our name. We are now a all-inclusive, all everything. She is a noodle sexual. I don't know, man. Like it's weird.
Oh, you remember?
I do, because there's a clip of it. Yes, I remember
my bedroom shenanigans.
We accept everyone and everything in all walks of life, no matter who you are, what you are, whatever. We accept you. You're cool. Welcome in. So today, if you haven't gotten your drink already, make sure you do, because it's an 18 and up show. We do swear, we do cuss, we do drink, we do everything under the sun, except for, weird stuff that's outside that box. But yeah, so today we are talking about fitness and kicking 2021's ass with fitness. Yes, noodle sexual is a thing. Look it up. It's
I just like
even
noodles.
even my wife
Yeah.
identifies as noodle sexual. Believe that or not.
See, right? It's just all
It's a thing.
encompassing.
It's a thing.
It's
Yeah.
all encompassing.
So before we jump into our guest, Amanda and we had talked about this a little bit before the show started. I want to talk about Wall Street Bets, and I want to talk about what they're doing right now and what's happening in the current economy. And if you are not familiar with it, please go check it out. It is effectively one of the most organized things I have ever seen on the internet ever, as far as sticking it to the man. And effectively to TLDR it for you. If you're not familiar, Wall Street Bets is a place that a lot of people go that are investors. And they did a deep dive into all of these stocks. And there's something called shorting a stock. And there's something called like these big hedge fund managers are investing into the companies and putting a lot of money and dumping money into these companies and shorting the stock, which basically means they're borrowing stocks from people that own them already, and then selling them again, and then promising that money back to the people they bought them from or borrowed them from. So it's a really, really messed up practice. Apparently, it's a huge thing out there that people do. It is what it is, right? Like that's a common practice in the market. Fine, whatever. But they're doing it
illegal?
It's not, and they're doing it to the detriment of the companies. And so Wall Street Bets, what they've done is they've looked at all the companies that they're doing this to, and they've started to buy the stocks, which is screwing over the hedge fund people and everyone else that it has borrowed the stock. So again, if you haven't gone and checked it out, please go check out Reddit. They're doing some really phenomenal work. AOC, Elon Musk, and a bunch of other people are supporting this in effort. And we're talking multi-billionaires supporting this and taking down some of these people that are basically abusing the system and using the stock market as their own casino.
Crazy. I heard that they were that Robinhood was like force selling things, and they did all this like weird shit yesterday.
Yeah, so
I know we said we wouldn't get into it, but I'm here. So
that's a whole other subject. I want to get our guests in, and if she wants to continue talking about it, we can talk about it. But and it's super interesting because it's definitely dynamic here. Shelby, welcome.
Yes. Hi. All things considered, I'm pretty great. Thanks.
So if you don't know Shelby, Shelby is a phenomenal content creator. Her boyfriend Viking was on the show.
Beyonce.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
show that ring, girl. Show that ring.
Sorry. Beyonce was on the show a long time ago. A couple months ago. What? Speak. I don't. Production's yelling at me.
Our producer's yelling at me. I don't know what he's saying. He's trying to speak sign language. Me on Discord.
You can't talk to us on Discord, otherwise they'll hear him. Stop it.
No, type.
Just whatever. All right, moving on. So Jake was on the show with us, and we did an actual content review of him. That's not why Shelby's here, though. Shelby is actually here to talk about fitness with us because if you don't know her, we're going to link her Instagram here in a second. If you don't know her, she's a huge fitness advocate. She's been doing fitness for a long time. She is a powerhouse when it comes to this. She's exceptionally well fit. If you haven't seen her Instagram, holy shit, you need to, because like this woman is jacked.
Oh no.
Beyond all belief. I say that, and I've met her, and she's tiny, but she's jacked. I still wouldn't fuck with her.
Good.
Welcome in. So I don't know if you want to continue the conversation about Wall Street Bets. I find this super interesting and what's going on, but we definitely don't have to. You are here to talk about fitness and just the health journey in general. And I know that that's something that you take very seriously in your walk of life. And so,
right.
Why we wanted you on the show?
Well, yeah. So did you want to continue talking about that? I'm not super familiar with what happened. I just heard something about people were memeing about GameStop or something. And do you want to elaborate on that? Because actually, I have kind of been offline for a little while, dealing with my own issues, like my ear infection. So, do you want to elaborate? I want to know.
What happened is there's a guy called, I want to say Deep something. I don't remember his full name, but what he did is he did a market analysis on GameStop, and what he found out is that 140% of the company is actually shorted. And what that means is, again, if you go to someone, so say I have this drink, right?
Okay.
And I say, hey, you come to me and say, hey, I want to borrow that drink. And I said, okay, but the drink's full. It's still mine. I want this drink back. They're like, yeah, we'll give it back to you. But
Okay.
we want to borrow it and then we want to sell it. So you then take my drink and you sell it to Amanda. And then
Okay.
Amanda drink and goes, okay, well, I'm going to let Tim borrow the drink now. And it's basically allowing two transactions to happen off of a stock that I originally owned. So I owned the drink, but you're borrowing the drink, you're selling it to Amanda, and then Amanda's letting someone else borrow the drink, aka Tim, and then he's holding on to it. So there's a couple, there's some crazy stuff that's been happening. So it means that over 140% of their stock was actually sold in shorting. And so when that happens, the company could potentially go under. And if the company goes under, all of that stock and everything is worth zero.
Right.
So the person who originally had the drink, me, means that this is now empty and I get nothing from it because now I lost money on the transaction.
Oh my gosh.
So effectively, the guy on Reddit found this out, went to Reddit Wall Street Bets and said, hey guys, we should screw over the hedge fund people who did this. And they went and started buying stock. Now, what happens when you buy stock is demand goes up, which means the price starts to go up because the demand is high. So supply and demand, that's how it works. And as the demand goes up, the stock rises. And so what they started doing is bleeding the company that borrowed that stock. And it's gotten to the point where it started out at $4.56 as the stock. It's now went up to over 460 per stock, which means that if someone were to buy one of that stock, they would have to pay an astronomical amount more than when they first originally bought it.
Wow.
So now they've done this to not only GameStop, they've done this to AMC, they've done this to Nokia, and they're doing it to BlackBerry right now. And so they're looking at all these different companies that are being short sold and basically people borrowing the stock that isn't theirs and going and buying that stock and then raising the price and then holding on to that stock so that when the stock people have to exercise on that, they actually have to buy that stock back at a higher price to fulfill the original person who had to own the stock.
That's awesome.
Tim looks like he's disagreeing with me.
I scolded him because he put her Twitch link that was incorrect.
No.
I know. I muted myself and screamed at the top of my lungs.
Don't scream.
I screamed. It's too late. Too late.
I am not an end all be all here. So it's deep fucking value. That's who it is. That was the dude. So I actually have been on the phone with Bean and back and forth with him talking about this specific scenario so I could fully understand it because I was actually looking to invest as well. And this is why this is super interesting to me. So I
already bought all the stock.
No,
I did. I got GameStop and all that shit.
Bean, I hope I explained it in the way that you explained it to me in layman's terms. I hope everyone understands that. That's how I understand it to a certain effect and based off of all the research that I did. So that's like, and looking at all of this, realistically, if you can get in on what's being bought right now. So if you can find, so if like you started buying Nokia stock at $450 right now, and it goes up to $100, right? Even if you bought 100 shares of that, that's what, $40 somewhere in there. If it goes up to $100, you like exponentially just increase your money so incredibly much. That if you sold right then and there, the people who are still buying in, you would make so much money it's not even funny, right? So, and that's where there's a risk reward because they're using this like a casino. But the difference is that Wall Street Bets is actually holding all the stock to force the big hedge fund managers to buy at a higher clip so they lose money.
That's crazy.
It's market manipulation like we've never seen before. And what happened with Robinhood is Robinhood was forcing people to sell, which is illegal. So what they were doing is they were exercising people's rights as stock on their stock and forcing them to sell because they were saying it was a secure. It had something to do with security of the stock or something. I didn't look into the full metrics of it. Basically, it was like, hey, we have this stock. We see it's a risk. We're selling it for you. And then they sold it. Yeah, margin call. So they basically force people to sell even though they didn't want to sell. It is
Ooh.
how is that legal though? I've everywhere I've read there's a class action lawsuit against them right now because
Right,
they're
I heard
forcing
about that.
people to sell even though they didn't say that they want to sell.
That makes me uncomfortable. So, what's going to end up happening with Robinhood? And I mean, do you use Robinhood personally?
I signed up for it and then I
Right.
immediately asked to have my account removed because I refuse to do business with the company that decides my fate.
So, what do people?
I use Robinhood.
Because I have stuff that I've paid for on Robinhood as well. So, what's the best option for someone like me?
Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot
Right.
tell you that information. You have to go do that own research and figure out what works for you.
Okay.
It's definitely one of those things where I would definitely say go talk to a financial person. I'm just doing research and talking with financial people because I'm super interested in this and finding out what's happening and how it's working. And apparently, what Robinhood did was completely 100% legal, which doesn't seem legal to me. But you know, what do you do? Bean is our resident finance person. However, he also cannot speak to what you should and shouldn't do. He can talk in general terms.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Wow.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Legality and morality are yeah, completely agree. But there is a class action lawsuit and they are going to be investigating because AOC immediately came out and said, hey, we need to investigate these guys because they did this without talking to their clientele, right?
Yeah.
They're basically stopping people from buying right now where they want to buy and selling before they're ready to sell. So that's where I think the morality comes into play and the ethics of the company is in question, which means that there's a lot of people who are going to probably be bouncing from them.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of feel that way at this point. That's very. Ugh. I just can't believe that they thought that would be a good idea. Like, obviously, you're gonna get called out on your shit. So,
Cappy, it's the scary lady. What's happening right now? I don't even know.
Amazing.
I can have so Bean's like I can have a phone in chat. Well, that's not what this chat's about today. So it's fine.
wait, is Cap in now?
Do you not know Cap? Do you know Cappy?
Of course I know Cap. Yes.
Oh, well, that's good because Cappy's that's Cappy from Stream Studio.
Aw.
Cap comes by my streams and always.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, okay, she knows. Good. All right. So, anyways, let's get on to what the topic of today is. And that is fitness. So,
Okay.
with that being said, Amanda,
Yes.
what is it that you do on a daily basis to stay fit? And what do you think people should be looking to do moving forward in 2021 in this pandemic crash fire that we're in?
I think that's a good question. I'm curious to see what Shelby thinks, but I'm going to go first. And then I want to hear what you do because you're like fit as fuck. Like, I literally, every time you post on Instagram, I'll like then go on your page and go through it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, so like goals as fuck. But for me, working as many jobs as I do, having my law program that I'm in, I've noticed that I have to be a bit more regimented in my day. So every Friday from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m., I set aside for school reading. And it was this morning and I woke up at 5:30. So I started reading very early and I was sitting there and I was like, dude, it's 9 a.m. Like, why am I just sitting here? I should ride my Peloton and like read my book because I'm either just sitting here and I won't get a workout in or I can get a workout while I'm doing this. And so like I forced myself to like get on my bike and I rode for an hour just like reading my book. And so like for me, making decisions like that has helped me a lot because otherwise I would not have gotten to work out today because it was so busy. So that's just one of them.
Just one of them.
Just one of the things that I do.
Have you been going to the gym at all during COVID, or is that something you avoid?
LA has been shut down for.
Oh, that's
forever.
Right. You are LA.
Yeah. So like over the last 10 months, I've accumulated a Peloton bike. I have a micro reformer for Pilates. I have like 45 and 60 pound kettlebells. I have 20, 15, 8, 3, 2, 1 pound weights. I do like ankle weights, wrist weights. We have like a weighted ball. We have bands. I have like the material bands that go over your legs so they don't like roll because thick girls that have thighs, it rolls.
Yep.
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 Yeah. So we've accumulated this. Tim and I see a personal trainer 3 times a week. I have a private Pilates instructor once a week. And then I ride with my best friend on Peloton every other day. So
How is the Peloton? I've heard a lot of people ranting and raving
Girl,
about those.
I would give up my left titty to have one of these bikes. Okay.
What?
Just saying, I would. They could have it. They could
Do I
have
need
it,
to
and I would
invest
ride
in
with
this?
Peloton. Yes, dude. They have. This is not an ad for Peloton, but they have 0 APR financing. I pay $70 a month for like 18 months, 24 months. Tim and I split it. It's ridiculous. Like, it's amazing, and they do boot camps. So they have like off bike, on screen like boot camps. They started doing Pilates. It's like mat Pilates, which is different, but they do like abs, arms, boot camp, which is like full body. They now let you do stacking of classes. So I'll do like a 30-minute Peloton ride. I'll do like 10-minute legs, 10-minute abs, 10-minute arms. Like, I'll just like stack it up. They have meditation, yoga. It's amazing. Worth
Oh my
every
God.
freaking penny. Left titty, I'm telling you.
I need to talk to Jake about this and see if he wants to go halvesies on one.
Yeah.
What
or
about the
just make
right
them
one,
buy
though?
the whole thing.
You said left, but what about the right one? You just gonna
My
leave
right
that
one is perfect. We
Okay.
leave the right one alone. The left
I
one.
don't know
we
which
can
one of
figure
mine
out.
is.
I feel like your ass is too legit to quit.
Why
You
did-
could
why
give
did
up
I-
a
why
butt
did I-
cheek. I recommend a butt cheek.
Why?
What?
This is not okay. Also, we're not sponsored by Peloton. We don't get any kickback for this whatsoever. Peloton,
However,
you owe us money.
however, Timbot is showing our Peloton website. We do
So I will
get.
say,
I do get a kickback if I refer people, but it's like $100. It's nothing. It's like nothing.
we have the not the Peloton, but we have the other one, which is the elliptical. And it's not. Is it Peloton? It's like it's similar thing to a Peloton, but it's not the Peloton
Does it have like
one.
the screen where it shows like, oh, that's cool. Dude, they have treadmills. They have all things like that. So that's how I stay fit. I also meal plan like a motherfucker, and I do not deviate, and I count every single thing that goes into my mouth, including noodles. All noodles are accounted for as they go into my mouth. Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
So Shelby, what's your workout regimen? We actually do have a question from chat after that for you.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Oh, you guys want to know what my workout regimen is?
Yeah.
Okay, so as of January 16th till now, I have been doing nothing.
Nice.
Because of my ear.
Now, what's your typical workout regimen though?
So I have always been more of a bodybuilding style workout person. I've always thought, if you guys want to lose weight and tone up, you should probably do like high reps. I don't rest. I know if you guys go into gyms and stuff a lot, you probably see a lot of sorry, but usually guys sitting on their phones for like 5 minutes between sets. Usually the women are on their shit, getting shit done, and it's usually the guys that are sitting on their phones. They rest too long, unless you're like powerlifting or you're trying to go for like a max weight or something. You're lifting heavy, trying to build muscle. I feel like that's completely useless. I was never huge on cardio when I was lifting intensely, because I don't know if you guys know this, I kind of fell off for a couple of years. I'm just starting to get back into the swing of things. I have good genetics. So
Shut up.
You can leave now. thank
Sorry.
you.
Yeah, we're done. We're done talking to you.
I'm sorry. No, so I really do. I was blessed with good genetics. So I don't really necessarily eat super healthy now either. Jake is
Can confirm.
really into McDonald's. Jake is obsessed with McDonald's. So we go to McDonald's. I don't know, of all the things, I'm like, it could be
There's way
like,
better stuff. Have you heard of
Right.
Chick-fil-A? Those
Right.
LGBT
That's
plus
what I'm
hating
saying.
motherfuckers have good food.
I know.
Very good food.
There's so many better places, and places that I actually personally like Taco Bell a lot. I get bean burritos there a lot because they're not like that bad for you really, and I usually throw some jalapenos in there.
I love me
Taco
some
Bell has,
burritos.
dude, Taco Bell has some really good pickled jalapenos too, but sometimes they are super hot. And I'm not wimpy. Like, I grew up in the South. So but in regards to training program, yeah, I've been doing lately because I've been trying to get back into things. So I'm not pushing myself too hard because I did that once and then I couldn't walk for like a whole week.
But that's the best.
How is that
Well,
the best?
there's a
That's my
difference
favorite
between
feeling.
there's a difference between being like sore, really sore after like a leg day, and then being so sore that you might have to go to the hospital.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, so I did that to myself one time
No.
because there's actually a girl here who's a professional bikini competition person. And so I started training with her. She's actually about my size. Her delts are actually bigger than mine right now.
Damn.
But dude, she put me through this leg workout and I thought I was gonna die. So I was like, okay, I gotta back down a little bit on there. But yeah, and then I just don't rest a whole lot. So I don't usually do a whole lot of cardio. We have a treadmill, like a small, cheap treadmill, in the house that I generally use in the mornings. And I usually use it after I eat because although fasted cardio is fantastic for weight loss, it is so hard for me to do anything on an empty stomach. I'm miserable. So yeah, and I've never, even when I did cardio, like I never ran or anything on the treadmill. I usually just bump an incline up and then I'll pop it in between like 2 and 3 on the speed setting. So yeah, I hope that was helpful.
No, that was very unhelpful.
So
Get in your body, God.
our chat wants to know any recommendations to make me not lazy after working all day and taking care of a kid and a kitten.
I mean, if you want, you can start taking like a pre-workout or something. I don't do anything. I have actually a severe caffeine and stimulant intolerance. So I am very hypersensitive. So I can't take anything. And that just developed actually like a couple years ago. I used to be able to pound monsters, everything. But you could try that. I always suggest that to people who need something to get up and go. Always be mindful of the ingredients in it, and always be mindful if you're taking like an allergy medicine with like Sudafed or something, you probably shouldn't take that because that could cause a lot of issues for you. But yeah, I mean, as far as like motivation and stuff to get up, you don't always have motivation. You just kind of have to force yourself to do it. It's discipline, not motivation.
For sure. I mean, just like I was talking about, like reading my book on the bike is not because I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is the greatest thing I'm about to do. It's just like you do it because you know it's right. I would also
go ahead.
Go on. No, you go. Girl, you go.
Well, I was gonna say, like, usually when I hop on the treadmill or something in the mornings, I usually put on like a Twitch stream or I'll pull up some YouTube videos. I always have a little watch later thing, say like a saved category. So I'll do that. Otherwise, like, I'll be honest with you, I absolutely cannot stand typical cardio. That's why I try and do most of it without resting as long, maybe like 20-30 seconds between my sets in the gym, because that keeps your heart rate up instead of having to do as much cardio. But yeah, if you put something on or read a book, or I've played video games. I used to play a lot of mobile games on my phone as well.
Raid Shadow Legends?
I actually played the shit out of Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm sure you did, dude. I'm sure you did.
I did. I because it was distracting. I played that. And Genshin Impact, I run that on mobile. So I'll do like my dailies and stuff on Genshin on mobile sometimes, or I'll do Raid, or there's some super nerdy games that are kind of girly that I play too that we're not going to get into.
That's fine. I also recommend just like getting up earlier. Like, I am not someone that could work out after work. That's like just not happening for me.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, like my spin class is at 7:30, my Pilates at 7. Like, I'm not doing Pilates at 6 p.m. Like, no way. And I was like,
Jake,
yeah.
Jake always likes to go to the gym at night, and I cannot stand it because I feel like I need to. I'm a very high-strung person, and I get really anxious really easily, and I get stressed and irritated easily. And if I feel like I have shit to do later on, then I like am panicking, and then I feel like I don't get a good workout. Also, that's usually when the crowd is at the gym, and I'm not too fond of being around a lot of other people either.
I don't like people either.
I don't either. Well, I wear leggings, and I know I'm going to get stared at, but then I get stared at, and then I get mad that I get stared at. Because I'm like, why can't I just look at my butt and think my butt looks good without other people looking at my butt?
It's because you didn't give up a butt cheek for a Peloton. That's exactly why.
I probably would.
So another question from chat, Shelby, any recommendations for exercises for the arms that does not require the need to grip, i.e. my left hand does not stay closed due to stroke damage?
Due to stroke damage? Oh gosh, let's see. In regards to not needing to grip, you want to focus a lot more on machines. There are actually some machines that you can do. I mean, obviously I've never had like a stroke or anything, but I did have an issue in my forearm back when I used to power lift. And there are some machines that you can use where you can kind of brace your forearm a little bit more, or you can keep your palms open and pull with that, as long as your wrists are decent. And then also what you could do, something I had to do again when I powerlifted because I did struggle with grip, was I bought wrist wraps, not the straps that you wrap around, which you can use those for other things as well. You can use straps which you wrap around and they'll hold on for you basically. It kind of like how it wraps. I don't know if you've ever seen those. You could probably Google some wrist straps. Those you can tie around basically a bar and then lift with that, and you should be fine. In regards to like arm stuff, what I used were the wraps. If you pin a wrap tight enough, it actually closes your hand somewhat for you. Now it's not going to provide an absolute death grip, but if you're not lifting like too heavily, then that should be totally fine.
So
I also
something-
recommend arm circles. Nice little. You see these buff
my
arms?
gosh.
See this shit? It's from arm circles.
Arms.
So,
Every
other
day.
thing is, I actually had wrist surgery, and the one thing that the doctor had me do is resistance bands. And these are really good because they can get up to a certain resistance. So if you can't grip with your left hand or even right hand, you grip with the other hand, and you have the resistance. So you can still do it. So you put your hand through it, and you can still use your wrist, but you don't have to close your hand.
Yep. That works too. Yeah, that's kind of what you can do with like preacher curl machines and stuff like that. You can just slip your hand past, or like I said, if you can keep your palm open, you can do it like that. A lot of machines will allow that. And then yeah, bands are a great idea as well. And arm circles, I guess.
Yeah, arm circles, push-ups. Just saying, man, do arm circles for 5 minutes and tell me you don't fucking hate your life.
My
No.
shoulders are so bad that I probably
Yeah, it's terrible.
Fun times. Well, now that we got all that out of the way, I have many burning questions for you about your room.
Oh, burning.
Yeah, burning. I mean, one, I know you're into horror, but how many actual pieces of horror memorabilia do you have in your room? Because what I've seen from your stream is at least 10 that I've
Do we
seen.
count? I mean, I can count.
I'm asking you, like, you have a lot of horror stuff in there.
I probably have over 100. I think.
Oh, okay. Then I was completely and utterly off.
That's
Well,
a
how
lot.
many did you think? Well, you have to think like I have a ton of pops that are horror. Back up here, there's a shelf you can kind of see behind my giant pinhead. And then I have my Michael
Jeez.
Myers. I think I have probably some more horror stuff on the shelving back here. I've got like Death Eater masks on my wall over here from Harry Potter, if you consider that horror. I've got a ton.
I want a tour. I want a
more
tour.
stuff.
Take us. Take us. Take us. Take us. Where's your camera?
My camera is on a tripod right here.
Yeah, that
Motherfucker.
probably can't move that.
I can't. I can take pictures at some point and send to you if you're
So
curious.
I'm
yes.
waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day that Jake gets the bright idea to dress up as the dude behind you and just stand there and wait for you to start streaming, and it scares the crap out of you.
I hate to say it, but I really don't think that would scare me. People talk about that all the time. And I don't know, like I'm so desensitized to stuff like that because I was so obsessed with horror for so long that I don't know. I don't think I really get scared that easily. The only thing that scares me is like I get anxiety, like health anxiety. Besides that, I'm good. Oh, and when Jake drives, that's kind of scary too, but
Okay.
So
that's
we
about it.
shouldn't
So.
get him a Corvette. Got it.
No.
Why? What?
Long story short, and it's nothing that we can talk about, but Jake and I were trying to figure out how we could get him an $80,000, I think it's a C8 Corvette. Oh, free. Not for free, for labor.
Okay. Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
For labor.
the thing that someone can do, I guess. Maybe.
Some street labor.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Fun
Perfect.
times there. So, besides you're not working out and having really good genetics and being just
Okay.
super skinny, what
She's
other
not
what are
skinny. She's
I'm not
fit
skinny.
as fuck.
Yeah.
she's compared to me, she's skinny.
Oh
No
my gosh.
way.
Yeah. I'm like 3 of her. You do realize that, right? Like physically 3 of her.
Nah.
You remember how tall I am? I'm Jake's height. You remember that, right? Like
I was today years old when I
yeah.
learned how tall Jake was, because I was like, dude, what's your shirt size? I need to get you some shit. And he was like, oh, triple XL. And I was like, come again? Excuse me? What do you mean?
he's a big dude.
He's like, I'm
Yeah.
like 6'5", 6'6". And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
You must feel so tiny.
I mean, again, don't look at her Instagram. He stands behind her sometimes and just sees the size comparison between him and her. Like,
You know, since you brought that up, I do get irritated because when I go places, people always talk to him. It doesn't help that he's like super bubbly and I'm a little bit more reserved because my parents always raised me like, don't speak unless spoken to. Not really necessarily like that. Around adults and stuff, don't speak unless spoken to, but like, only speak with purpose and all that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you wouldn't know that now because I ramble, but when I talk. But besides that, yeah, Jake's like extremely loud and bubbly, and I am very much reserved. And then on top of that, he is huge and I'm small. So I feel like I get ignored a lot when I'm around him, and it frustrates me. Like every time I take my car into the dealership, they'll be like, all right, dude, we got your car for you. And I'm like, that's my car. I pay for that car.
That's mine.
And then they look at me and then they look back at him and they're like, okay, so yeah, this is what's wrong, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, mine. Fuck you.
Or you
Do you
could look
ever-
at him and be like, you can pay for it. That's fine. They're talking to you. You pay.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to make my... Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I like owning my own things.
There's
Because then I
nothing wrong
never
with
feel obligated. I never feel like obligated to anybody else.
that. Did you ever get your windshield thing figured out with your car?
I'm still waiting on a call from the dealership. They had to order a different windshield because the guy said he didn't like the molding on the one that they already had. And they got it in because I got a call from him actually the other day. And he's like, now I just got to figure out when the windshield guy is going to come in. And I was like, okay,
Cool.
let me know. It's been how long? Over a month now? And I can't get my tint redone for the millionth time. Because
TLDR, they scratched your windshield while actually putting it in, even though they didn't need to scratch your windshield.
so they first the guy was super lazy about my tint and it was really crooked. And so I made them redo it. Then he scratched my windshield.
Oh,
So
my
now they're
God.
replacing my windshield and then they're going to do it again. The owner's doing it this time. I do put full faith in the owner. I think he's great. It was the guy, I don't know, the guy just had a bad day, was not impressed that it, I guess, wasn't a sports car or something. Because
What
they
kind of
work
car do you
on
have?
Corvettes and stuff. It's a 2021 Jeep Wrangler Eco Diesel.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Eco
it's
Diesel?
That's brand new.
a baby diesel. Yeah, brand new.
I've never
gotta-
heard of an eco diesel.
It's like a baby diesel because of emissions and stuff. With all the new vehicles, they had to go by a certain code and stuff. So I'm not gonna be like rolling black smoke, unfortunately. I mean, if I had
Why
it my
would you-
way,
No, why would you want to?
for looks,
Do you not care about the
Obviously.
environment?
I do care about the environment, but I don't think that my car would do that much damage on its own.
Every little bit. All I'm gonna say.
I
Every little
won't
bit.
argue with you on that.
So
but-
Eco Diesel is an engine used by Ram 1500 and Jeep Cherokee since 2014. Approximately 20% of the 2015 1500s were equipped with engines, mostly sold in North America.
Hmm.
Ooh.
It's nice.
I was
I mean,
curious what it was, so I looked it up.
I get like 22 miles per gallon in town, which is crazy for a Jeep.
22 miles a gallon. I get 45.
Wait, what do
Okay,
you
well,
drive?
A Ford Fusion.
You know what my Jeep got? 13.
Why? Why would you? Why? See, that makes no sense to me. Why would you want a car that gets 13 miles per gallon and you're
Because it's
paying more
dope.
in gas than you are in any like just upkeep of the car? Like, I fill up my car once, maybe every week and a half, and I'm driving over 450 miles on that one tank.
Okay, I'll tell you. So, first of all, you can completely customize a Jeep to do like basically whatever you want. There's so many modifications out for Wranglers that's really cool. I like the idea of being able to customize my own vehicle. I love Jeeps. I've owned 3 now, Wranglers. Also, they are like mini tanks. My first Wrangler got into 3 accidents with other people, totaled 2 other vehicles that ran into it, and it had like one small bump
Oh
or
my god.
dent, small dent in the bumper.
I will give you that. They are tanks. They are absolutely tanks. What do you drive, Amanda?
I have a brand new Mercedes SUV. Let's just pretend for a second that that's not what you would guess that I would drive.
No,
I
that's
mean,
about what I guess
SUV.
you would drive.
Me too. It's very me, and I love it. I like being high off the ground as a little
Yeah.
person.
That's
exactly
another
why.
thing that I like. I don't feel
Yeah.
safe in a car.
No. Oh my god, I feel like I'm driving on the ground, and at any moment I could just get wiped off.
That's how I feel too. I feel safer. I know that Jeeps have a terrible crash test rating and that the vehicle is always fine, but the people absorb all the shock and everything and die like every time. But I still feel safer up higher. And I feel like I can
Me
see
too.
better.
Oh, I
Right.
can totally see better. Makes me a better driver.
Yep.
I'm gonna
100%.
guess what Tim drives. And
Oh,
I don't think it's
just remember
typical.
we've been together about 2 years. So imagine 2 years of my influence and this ring.
Oh yeah, no.
on
This is why I
him.
think.
Put
This
that
is
into
why I think he
perspective.
This is why I think he drives a BMW. I don't think he drives like not. I was at first I was like maybe a Tesla, but that's not really within his like realm because that's not his type of vibe. So it's probably something more that he can customize, and probably something like a BMW-esque car.
BMW sucks. Guess again.
Okay. BMW sucks.
Yeah.
Is that his opinion though?
Is that your opinion, babe? Yes.
That's his opinion.
Oh.
Okay, that's his opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
so his opinion. All right, so then the next set, I would probably next thing I would go is Audi, maybe.
That
No,
was
not
second
even
choice.
Audi.
Second
That's-
choice.
Still.
So he
Okay.
went from a Challenger
Okay.
that I demanded he get rid of to
Oh.
this vehicle. It made me car sick.
A
okay?
Charger.
Okay, I did get car sick in Challengers, but I
got
love them.
Very cards. Yeah, they're gorgeous. I love driving it, but I would get so car sick because you're like on the ground and you feel like everything.
Yeah.
Because Tim feels like a person who would want to go fast, right? And because he wants to go fast, this is why I'm like, okay, that's the like it's not a Ferrari, right? Because those are just stupid expensive.
Yeah.
But it's something that has
Why
to
do
be
you
able
think
to
we
have
look
speed.
poor, Torben? Do you think we look
I didn't
poor?
say you look poor.
Excuse
That's
me.
not what I'm saying.
Excuse me.
We're living in Los
I think
Angeles
we're
though,
poor.
around. I didn't say you were poor.
Wow.
Money, yeah, whatever, Tim, whatever. You know,
very judgmental of you.
Seriously, how dare you assume my economic status?
I'm just gonna. you drive a Miata because that'd be hilarious to me if you did.
I wish. Or
I
like a
wish you guys could see his
Maserati.
face.
I would love that. No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I don't like. I know it's got to be a fast car, but there's a lot of different cars out there that are fast, and I don't think it's Tesla. I don't feel like he
No
might
Tesla.
want a Tesla, but he doesn't have a Tesla.
Tiny penis. I know, babe. I know.
Oh.
Wow. little bit.
A little bit. He has the smaller version of my Mercedes.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
I would
I
not
have
have guessed
the
that.
I have the GLE, the AMG package. He has the GLA, which is just smaller.
I just saw a Jake sighting.
No, you didn't.
I
Yeah,
did.
we did. I saw
I did.
him.
I saw him walk by.
No,
I
you
saw a
didn't.
Viking walk by. I did.
Oh, sorry, I'm late, but 22 miles a gallon. What the fuck? I don't know, man. Like,
What?
I don't
What do
know.
you mean? That's good.
No, it's not.
That is awesome.
I think my car gets about the same, to be honest.
Okay, all right. Here's a good one. What do you think Bean drives? Because I'm pretty sure.
He drives a hybrid Toyota RAV4. This motherfucker.
No, I was actually gonna say the even wimpier one than that. What
no.
is the not the RAV4. RAV4 is pretty bad though. It's the other one that all the soccer moms drive. What the heck is it called? You know,
It's
the
like
one
a Honda Pilot.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I figured he was gonna drive.
Almost, but he wouldn't have gotten a good enough deal on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Ouch. Wait, hold on. Are you saying he's not frugal with his money like you?
He's so frugal.
Really? Because he's about to buy a 3D printer.
Yeah, but he's gonna somehow figure out how to fucking make money from that shit. I already know it.
It doesn't matter. It's still something he can buy.
Oh my god, you guys! So I got my nails done today, and they're
Oh,
like
again?
Valentine's. They're like Valentine's nails. So this one has like a little
Are they
heart
black?
on
Did
it.
you just flip me off?
Didn't you just get your nails done? Like
A month
literally
ago.
last-
Excuse
No,
me.
what?
A month ago. Yeah. 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 A month ago.
Well, don't
One
look
whole
at my
month.
nails.
One whole month.
I don't.
I
They're not
can't
even the
help it.
same. They're not even the same length right now.
I only have one 3D printer up your. Okay, Cappy, calm down.
Thing.
I mean, okay, so hold on. Why do you feel a need to get your nails done? That's a question I want to know. Like, is it
Because I obsess. So like if I don't get my hair done, I obsess about it. My nails, same thing. Like I will just stare at it and like wish it was better. Is my main reason.
hold on? Tim used to have 3 3D printers.
Yes,
For
I made him
D&D?
get rid of them.
Why?
Wow.
When he moved here. Dude,
Why?
there's no space. We're in Los Angeles. There's no room. What are you fucking
not
doing
that
with 3D
big.
printers? Whatever.
They're
Look
not that big. Mean.
whatever.
I don't own
What-
one.
why
So.
would 3D printers are awesome. Yeah, he's gonna get another one. Just letting you know. He's getting another one. Just at some
Are
point
you,
he's getting
babe?
another
Are
one.
you gonna get another one?
So for everyone else, we can see Tim and he's making motions and stuff to us because we can see him.
Oh,
You
that's
guys
right.
can't,
You guys
obviously.
can't see him. That's
But it's
right.
still funny to
that's
us.
awkward.
All right. So back to our topic of what we're talking about.
Okay.
What are your plans? Are you going to continue doing bodybuilding? Is that in the cards for you this year, or
no,
is it...
no. I don't compete anymore. I don't really have any plans to because I just had a terrible experience with it. I was naturally qualified. I was also a former world champion power lifter. Not many people know that.
Ooh.
what did you lift?
I was in WABDL, so it was bench and deadlift for the federation I was in. You know what that is?
No
No,
clue.
tell us more.
Please explain.
Well, we only did bench press and deadlift. Most bodybuilding associations do bench, deadlift, and squat. I played soccer through college, and I have bad hips from it, so squatting's never been my thing. So I did WABDL instead.
What does that stand for? I have no clue.
World Association of Bench and Deadlift.
World Association of Bench and Deadlift. Wait, is that actually a picture of you competing
Ooh.
Where? What are you
on
looking
your
at?
Instagram?
On our stream.
Probably. That's probably when I was doing bodybuilding, though.
Yeah, that's definitely bodybuilding body, and that's not powerlifting for sure.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean,
That's insane.
That is ripped on a different level that I don't think I could ever be.
Oh my gosh.
Saying.
Just saying.
I like it.
I will never be that ripped ever.
I mean, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be that ripped again either because I eat McDonald's now. Wasn't any McDonald's when I was doing that. It's
Well, yeah,
funny because
obviously.
when I competed, so I weigh about 125 pounds now, and I've actually lost a lot of the muscle that I used to have. When I was competing, I was weighing about 105.
Holy shit, are you
So
serious?
I was a lot smaller, but I looked a lot bigger. It's kind of crazy how that works.
That
That's
is
insane.
very crazy how that works.
Mm-hmm.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2" ish, like
Oh my
5'1" 3/4. So I always say 5'2".
Okay,
I'm
here's-
also 5'1" 3/4.
That 3/4 does nothing for you.
That's why I
here's a-
say I'm 5'2".
Here's a legitimate question for you.
Everything.
Like, and this is something I've seen a lot of people do, and I don't understand why they do. So you have the bar, and you're actually crossing your hands this way, where you actually have one on this side and then one on this side. Why is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you doing that? Is there some reason for doing it that way?
You usually get a better grip from it.
Heavier lifts, so it counteracts.
Yeah.
Anything above like 185, I would cross grip it like that.
Mhm.
Otherwise, light shit, you just rep it out.
Yeah, just try. I mean, like, pick stuff up one day and see, like, just find something. I don't know, go find something and pick it up like that one day. You'll see a difference.
Just find something and pick it up. Randomly.
Just do it.
just do it. Go find it.
I've
Do it.
had enough
Doesn't
of
matter.
a drink that I keep almost grabbing my mic and trying to drink from it. I shit you not. I wish I was joking.
It's
I
not.
wish I was joking.
That looks crazy.
I have
blue
a blue
microphone.
mic.
What?
My boom right now is like elsewhere. It's a long story. It's here in my home. It's just not here with us
Why is your
today.
boom not near you? Why do you not have your boom?
It's a long story. It's a long story.
No. There's no long story. You're supposed to have your boom.
What happened was I am selling my condo.
Oh, right.
And we had to have all our stuff unpacked, and our stager, our designer, put it downstairs, and so we didn't have enough time to get it, and so it's here, motherfucker. It's here.
I thought it was gonna be a way more exciting story.
I know. I apologize.
Tim's like, stop messing with your mic.
I'm sorry. I also dropped my mouse, but we'll deal with that. We're done.
You dropped it. Okay. All right. Well,
Fine,
you know
we're
what?
fine.
Calm down. Fine.
I need to get a standing desk so bad. You guys can't see
Dude.
this, but I literally, like, I am so restless when I stream or sit at my computer desk at all. I'm like standing squatted on my chair right now.
What? How? Never mind. You're small.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
like, you
see.
can't, like, I'm standing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm standing on, like, I always do this. I like sit back on my feet. I really need a standing desk at some point.
Yeah.
Do you guys use standing desks?
I wish I had a standing desk. I don't.
It's the best thing ever. Timbot built us one. It's fucking amazing.
Wait, he built you one?
He built this one. Yeah. The top of it is actually a door that we painted and did black or stained it black, but it's a full standing desk. It's like 80 inches by
I want
else,
this in
or
my life.
82.
How did you do that?
Yeah, do you
Timbot
guys
take
take
care.
commissions?
Hell yeah.
So, like, did
He'll
you
tell you
so did
exactly what to do.
Hold on. Did you buy the parts? I know,
Yes.
Cappy, you can build one.
Yeah.
So you just bought the lifting part is basically, and then just used the door. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
lifting
I
part
looked
was
at
like 160. The door
That's
was
not
like
bad.
$80. No, it was
No,
300.
the lifting part.
Yeah.
Lifting part's
Lifting
like
was
300.
Sorry, yeah, lifting was 300. The door was like 160.
I mean, that's
I know.
still a
Yeah,
lot better
so-
deal.
Way
No,
better,
it's
and
not.
it's huge.
I mean,
It's
it's
really
the
big.
size is really what's going to get you the real estate there
Yeah.
for the door itself. Most of the standing desks now you're looking at probably in the $400 to $500 range, because I've been looking for one for a long time.
Okay.
Just because, like, I have a desk. I wish I could have a standing desk so I could stand up, because it would be a lot better for me
Yeah.
to be working, because I'd love to be able to stand up. Like at work, I have a standing desk. In the office, I can go in, I can just have a standing desk, go up and down as I need to. So I'll stand for like 35 minutes and then I'll sit
Yeah.
back down. So it's definitely good for you to do that, but I unfortunately can't do it at
Bad
home.
times.
Yeah.
They're
I
good
feel
for you.
that.
They are good for you.
I want one so badly. I kind of also, they make these little things that are, it's kind of like a bike, but it's just the bottom part.
Yeah,
And they're
that's under your
small.
desk, and it just
Yes. Those are like $400.
I know it's stupid because
I'm
they
like,
know.
what in that costs $400?
I know.
What? Why don't you just get the pedal thing from Amazon for like $40 and just use that instead?
Where did you find one on Amazon for 40?
Hold on. There's literally like a pedal bike thing.
Tim will find one.
Because the one I found was like 400 on Amazon.
That's crazy.
It was
Brand ones.
so dumb. I don't even know what brand this was.
Like
I wish I
literally
had
right
it
here,
all.
you could literally get this. Just go and get this. And bam, that's a huge ass link, but whatever. Like this is $50. Like good. That is
Same thing, literally same thing.
It's
I wish it was out.
all you have to do is just go get that, and that's the electronic one. It's just $50. Bam, done. But put that underneath your desk. You have it. You don't have to spend like tons of money.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the search. I'll even give you the search that I did.
Oh my god, I got it. Yeah, so when I was looking for them, maybe it was just doing some recommended one, but it was ridiculous. Like
Just
absolutely
look up
ridiculous.
desk. Yeah, just look up desk pedals. That's all it is. It's like they're not that expensive.
I'll look into that. I really want a standing desk too, though.
You should get
Yeah.
both. I
You
vote
should get both. There's several companies out there that make them. There's some that are gaming focused, and then there's some that are just like generic, depending on what it is. But ergonomics is definitely important, especially in a workplace, because being able to have like your shoulders being up like this or even being down too far actually affects your overall posture and back.
Yeah.
So
I noticed.
having a standing desk is definitely good. What are you linking now? Autonomous AI. What is this?
What is it, babe?
Oh, is this the standing desk thing that you're looking at?
Yeah. It's where he got the base part of it.
Space.
Okay, nice.
Space. Are you dancing over there?
Yes. Very quietly, I was going base.
Oh my
All right, their little avatar things are adorable. Just a little dinosaur that's just doing a standing desk. It's awesome.
I love dinosaurs.
Have you
Those
guys ever
look
seen
like they have
Dinosaur
nice
Office?
chairs. No. What is that?
You should go look it up. Go look up Dinosaur Office. It's like a claymation thing.
Oh,
Um, Here it is.
You're
I'll
just
find.
full of surprises.
Oh, this is like my wife used to watch this for a long time. It's from College Humor, and they made this. I'll post it in chat. It's so freaking funny. Like literally, probably one of the funniest things I've seen.
This looks really weird.
It is, but it's hilarious.
God.
Is this one of those things that you find at like 3 a.m. down a very long and winding road of
Yeah.
sketchy YouTube?
But it's just basically these claymation dinosaurs screaming the entire time. Like,
Oh God, I can't wait to watch
And
it.
that's funny.
how's that? What? Listen, just watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just one of those things. It's like at first you're like, man, this is stupid. And you're like, I'm gonna watch another one. Man, this is really stupid. I'm gonna watch another one. Man, why am I still watching this? This is really stupid. Man, all right, now we're gonna watch. You know what? Whatever. It's just.
I'm gonna watch it.
I hate it already.
But it's like one of those things you can't stop watching because it just gets funnier as you watch it.
Why is it talking like this?
Because they're dinosaurs and they're in the office.
How did they get into the office?
You would
know.
find something like this.
I have lots of things like this. Don't even at me.
I have
have a
never
crazy
heard of this.
idea.
Yeah, it was from College Humor. They did it like multiple years ago. It was definitely like the asteroid one is probably one of my favorite ones because it's just like it's them dealing with the apocalypse. Yes, I know the time. I can see the time. Yes, we see the time, Tim.
Also, can
Thank
you see
you.
like how pretty my face is in his background? Thank you.
Wow.
Show them.
Can your
again.
face hide my face right
Wow.
now? Because
No, girl, you're perfect. Stop it. You can have my left titty. I would like your left butt cheek. We could just swap. Just
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it too.
I just clipped
Okay.
that. Thank you.
We would be the most lopsided humans ever. It would be amazing.
Or we'd be adorably lopsided.
So adorably lopsided. Our men would be stuck with us forever, and jokes on them.
Absolutely. You know what? They might like it.
Would you like
You
it?
never
Kate?
know.
He says yes.
Okay, I
No,
was
he
like, the
didn't.
only
He
correct
did not
answer
say
is
yes. He didn't even
The
say
only
anything.
correct answer is yes.
No. All right.
The only
Well,
answer in which you don't sleep on the couch is yes. Just
that's
saying.
not true. That's not true. No, that is we're not even gonna get into that. That's mean. Don't be mean.
I don't make
Don't
the
be mean.
rules.
Yes, you
Don't
literally
player in the
know.
game.
Not how that works. Alrighty, well, that is it for us tonight. We are at time. Shelby, thanks so much for joining us today.
It
And
was a blast.
I hope that you start feeling better soon. I know that you've been dealing with an ear infection, and I apologize. That's rough, but we know that you will get better.
Hopefully.
You will.
Hopefully this antibiotic doesn't put me on the ground.
It won't. You're
Just don't
resilient.
And do drugs while you're taking it. You'll be okay.
Don't do any of that. That's just bad for you, okay?
It's been hard not drinking beer, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh God.
I don't understand beer, but that's a whole other subject that we're just not going to get into right now.
Craft beer.
We'll have to
Not
have you
gonna-
on our next segment of things we'll never fucking drink because they're terrible.
Beer.
I think that's happening in September, right, Torben? That's a
Yeah,
September.
that's happening. That's happening next week. Things that we're never going to drink, aka beer, because
I
they're
think
terrible.
tea is also lumped into that as
Yeah,
well.
tea is absolutely in there too. Tea is terrible, and we're
Tea
going
is
to.
one of my favorite. Oh my gosh.
All
You
right,
guys
well,
are just
with that, we're going to end the show because clearly you don't know what you're talking about because tea is not what we drink here. It's coffee
Tea?
all the time, every time, everywhere.
can't have coffee.
I do.
Well, that sounds
decaf.
like a you problem, not an us problem. A you problem.
Okay, whatever.
Either way, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate you. Huge shout out to our sponsors, Aver Media and Blue Microphone. Couldn't do the show without you guys. See us again next week at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST here on X at the Next Level. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.